Hi everybody and welcome to Paper Wishes vlog. I'm Lene Gehrig and today I'm really excited to bring you these great cutting dies from our friends at Crafter's Companion. These are the Gemini Crea-A-Card cutting dies. This one is the Nordic Reindeer Die. Take this off here. Comes in 2 pieces. Debbie made an awesome card with this I'm going to show you. This one is the Bethlehem die. This one also, ooh, it's really stuck on here. 2 pieces. There we go. And then we have got the Night Before Christmas, also 2 pieces. Okay, there we go. So let's get right to it. I'm going to show you guys how these work. They're pretty standard for a cutting die. This is like the Night Before Christmas. They work the same way as other cutting dies, but these are so intricate and so lovely. They create an entire scene here. And Debbie and I did a couple of different things, cut them apart, did some coloring on them so that you can see how versatile they are. So for this first one, we're going to make a window card here. So what I have done is I've covered a, let's see, what size card is this? It's been a while since I've done this card. This is a 5x7 card. Okay, so I took my 5x7 card and then I covered it in Snowfall, 12x12 Snowfall paper pack from hot off the press. And then I also used the coordinating Snowfall cardstock. So that really made that easy. So I covered the back in sort of this navy cardstock, covered the front in this dark snowflake pattern. Now, if you have a wide format die cutting machine like the Gemini or the Big Shot Plus, you could go ahead and take this piece right here, open this up, put this right here and run it through your machine. Now if you don't have that size and you have a standard size 6-inch wide platform, how are you going to do this? Well, one of the things I like to do is just go ahead and take my blank card. Whoops. Oh, okay, I dropped that one. Well, we're just going to use one of these. So I take my blank card and I put this right here, okay? And then, so this has the full coverage on it, and then I fold the back up, all right? And then I run it through my die cutting machine. So it's only cutting the bottom. Now you'll notice the back, I don't know if you can see this, has a little bit of an impression on it because you can see that when you run it through your die cutting machine, this is going to be a little bump, all right? But then I just covered the back in cardstock, all right? So there's no impression there when somebody comes to open up their card, and there's just a very slight impression here. So I just wanted to show you that if you're making this kind of a window card with a larger size card, even like a 6.5-inch wide card, you can do it like that, all right? So now what I'm going to do is, as I cut this piece, the die piece from white cardstock, okay, and I'm going to glue it right inside my window. Then I took a piece of vellum that has dots on it. This is dotted vellum that you can get at Paper Wishes. Okay, and so I'm getting ahead of myself here. Come on, Lene. I'm going to take my glue. This is my Cosmic Shimmer glue. And I'm just going to put a little line of glue. You don't need a lot of glue. I was teaching a class not too long ago and people were like, well, you're not using very much glue. And I'm like, you honestly do not need to use very much glue when you are working with cards. I like to make sure that the areas that a card gets handled the most, the outer edges, have the most glue. Inner parts of the card just need a few dots. And that also keeps it from being too lumpy or ripply when you're using a liquid glue. All right, I gotta move this over a little bit because it's not centered. And that's gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna put it like this, the way I should have. And I'm gonna just do it like that. There we go. All right, so that's all taken care of. Now I'm gonna take this piece of vellum. I'm gonna glue that right there. Once again, don't need a lot, especially when you're working with vellum. You don't want those glue dots to be really visible. Okay, and there's a wrong side and a right side. The dots are showing on the other side, so I'm going to put that face down. All right, now I have got that part done. Now I've taken my little greeting here. These are from Christmas script greeting dazzles, but they come also with tiny Christmas tiny words and phrases dazzles. I use these a lot. If you guys have watched my videos this season for holidays, I use these two a lot because they come in one pack and you get long, thin, and you also get tiny little words all in there. So I use the silver ones that are right there to put Merry and then Christmas. Now I've also die cut this again using silver linen paper, okay, which is great. Actually silver linen cardstock. What I did is I just cut the top part here so that I could really just get the Santa. So don't waste your paper if all you're trying to get is that top part. And then I just use my little scissors and I just cut the little Santa out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to glue the silver linen one right over the white one, just so it's like super sparkly. Now, if I wasn't in a hurry, I could use my little sticky specks, but I just want to get this on here so we can move over to the next card. So I'm just going to use some glue, and I'm actually not gluing this as thoroughly as I should. So in this particular case, I would want to put some more glue on their antlers. Okay, but there, you get the idea there. And then, you guys, what's great about this is because it has that vellum, you just take a little light, come on, little dollar store light. There we go. No, what's happening? All right, so, and if you put this on your mantle, all right, how cute is that? It lights up considerably better when you don't have all these lights from our studio on, all right? So that's really cute. I'll put that in there when I take a picture of it for our product page. All right. Now, Debbie made this adorable card right here. She used the reindeer, the Nordic reindeer, okay? And she cut this out. Here we go. For this one, she used Christmas Memories cardstock and also a little tiny bit of the Christmas Memories paper. So right here, she also made a window card, okay, just like I did, but this one is 6.5 by 5, okay? So if you want to cut that window and you don't have the larger format, you would cut it by folding it just like I showed you with the other card. So she cut her image here out of 3 separate cardstocks, okay? Oops, come on, there we go. So this is the base one. It's kind of a buff color that came from the Christmas Memories paper pack. And then she took her trees here and she just took a little pair of scissors and we just want to cut the green part of the trees like this. So it's just like the easiest kind of paper piecing, you guys, because everything is already cut. You're just sort of releasing it from its background. All right, and so you don't get these little straight edges on this tree that's really curvy. Sometimes I take my scissors and make a little curve when I'm cutting. All right, so just layering one on top of the other, doing that for all of the trees. Same thing for this cute little reindeer. And Debbie didn't do this part, but you could do the same part for the tree trunks if you'd like to, or you could color those with ink as well. All right, so, oops, come on, little reindeer. And we're just clipping the bottom where the hooves are. All right, so he's all released. And so we're just gonna glue him right on top of this one, get him all lined up there. So you just do that for that scene, very easy to do. Just have to run it through a couple of times. And then for her background, you guys, just took a piece of white cardstock, and then she took some Prism ink pads, and I have all the colors here, so we'll just start off with how she did that with the color. And I'm not going to do the whole thing because it'll take too long, but started off by doing the darker colors. So here's a French navy. Okay, and I should have my craft mat. There we go. start off with that French navy color. Okay, and then just did the top really dark. Okay, and then she went into, this is the black, or rather black currant jam. Okay, that's going, we're blending that right into the navy. Notice how I'm just kind of daubing it right here and then coming in from the side. Okay, and then we got periwinkle. I should clean this off a little bit, but I don't want to get it wet, so we're just going to go right into the periwinkle. Come on, periwinkle. Not getting it dark enough. There we go, periwinkle. All right, and then this is the Arctic mist. Same with this one. Blend that into the periwinkle. Debbie's is much darker than mine. But I am going to just keep going. And then finally, we've got Spring Meadow. All right, so you get the idea there, and then you're just going to place that finished piece, that buff piece, right over the top there, right like that, when it's all paper pieced. Very simple and fun to do. You get to use all these really cute little colorful prism ink pads. You guys, we've got a great money saver on these cards. Here we go. Oh, I forgot on this one. I was going to add snowflakes. I thought it looked a little bare. All right, so from my Snowflake Dazzles, here we go. Do this really quick. I just want to take a couple of these white and silver Snowflake Dazzles. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of put them around the outside edge of my card like this. A couple little small ones right there. All right. Just like that, and I'll finish that up for the product page too. So just look in the gallery when we're done, you'll see it with all the snowflakes. Okay, back to what I was saying, we've got a great money saver on these dies. And because they're so easy to do, there'll be great Christmas cards. When we get into December, you'll make some really cute ones, and they're not time consuming, but they look like you spent a ton of time on them. So if you're watching us on our vlog page, look for the money saver on the right-hand side. There's a photo, just click on that. If you're watching us on YouTube, look below the photo in the description box, and you'll see a link to the money saver and a link to paperwishes.com, where you'll find lots more fun things to play with and lots more videos and the link to get to that. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Okay, guess what? We're back. I forgot to show you the last card. You're probably wondering when I signed off, wait, what's that other card? This is the other card. It's the Bethlehem card. So cute. I can't not show this one. Debbie did such a beautiful job on it. So for this one, she used the Snowfall cardstock for that navy blue, and she die cut this image 2 times, and then she used foam tape to layer those pieces. And a great foam tape to use is this roll of foam tape that we have. It's huge. It's about 20 bucks, and I think it's a lifetime supply here. We've been working on that roll for a while. So anyway, she did that and layered those 2 pieces and then set them aside. And then to create this great background, you guys, she used her Cosmic Shimmer colors here. They're shimmer shakers. And the colors she used are the Denim Dash. This is the Gunmetal. It's a really beautiful silver. The Deep Purple, and then the Pure Gold. And I'm not going to take the time to demonstrate. We've done this several times before in other videos. But you just take a piece of white paper, sprinkled on these first 3 colors, and then used just plain water in a mister, and then activated those colors. And a tip that Debbie gave me today is she just used a little bit of a paintbrush to blend these areas together instead of adding more water. And then she, when that was done, then she took the gold and she sort of put this die cut piece over the top of her paper, just decide where that star was going to be. You could even mark it with a little piece of paper, and then a little pencil, and then sprinkle the gold over the top of that. And so the trick on this is you go light on the water so you're not warping your white cardstock. Debbie likes to use the white cardstock as opposed to watercolor paper because the watercolor paper absorbs a lot of water and it's just a little lighter in color. So to get this really vibrant color, more powder, less water. Okay, thanks you guys, and I'll see you next time.